previously on Mechanist RPG.
He turns around and he draws his longsword from the sheath. And he points at it and you say, I keep talking like that, and we'll have a fight on our hands.
Can I take him, Mr. Roboship?
So that's what he said. It just depends on how bad you want your butt.
Depends on how much you want your butt.
Can I just say, alright, but if I win, you got to join my team. Either, if you win, I'll leave you alone and I'll pay for another round of drinks for you.
So you say, I yield, and he notices that you yield. He looks at you sideways, and he takes his fist, and he gives you one last large blow straight to the face, and you collapse unconscious to the ground.
Fine.
So while you're laying there in the dust, as blood is coming out of your mouth, and your several large cuts all over your body, slowly just bleeding, he spits on your face, and then he's going to roll agility because he's going to take down his pants and start peeing on you.
That's what you get for saying he has a tiny penis.
And now you're all caught up.
Okay, well, I didn't get you
Are you
a
using those
6th
yours?
and 7th. Yeah,
Or
all these
mine?
are mine. These
All
are
of
mine.
those are yours?
All the blue ones and the clear one.
Okay. So is this one mine or yours?
Just mine.
Okay, cool.
I mean, you're welcome to use it, but I've been using it, and this one gives me bad numbers. Okay, well, I failed to get you another teammate, so...
That's fine. I failed. So,
So
failures all around!
So I need to go complete our team.
Well, I can help.
So,
I just couldn't help the guy.
Well, we have 5.
Some of you roll...
Someone take me back to a room, and I'll get myself cleaned up, and then life will be good.
So one of you should roll to see who else is in town.
What do you need to roll? Awareness?
Yeah, roll awareness.
You just
to
sling
see.
me over, guys, so we continue on this journey.
I'll also roll awareness.
You stole one of my guy again?
I'll put you in a bed somewhere before I leave you.
Clear one,
Beautiful.
this one.
Our guys, what'd you get for awareness?
Okay. That is 15.
I beat you. 18.
Okay. So you know, listening to people, that actually the northern house Tallheart is in town, and so they might have extra people that are going to be willing.
Would knowledge tell me where they might be staying, or would that be something I need to ask?
Sure, roll.
Does Ben still want me on his team? That's
Who?
another question. The guy who we first asked.
No, they're joining your team.
Okay.
Well, want is a strong.
Yeah. Don't be
just
an
watched-
ass. I already got my ass handed to me.
I'm not trying to be an ass. You just kind of got
No,
pissed on, so I'm
They're joining my
Real
team,
careful
and
now,
they're,
Bob.
they're accepting you.
16 for knowledge. Do I know where that might
Okay,
be?
so you know that House Tallheart is camped at the turning grounds.
Okay, we should. Do we need to move Healbot, or can we just go right back there and leave him?
At
where
the
he is?
campgrounds? Yeah, you can put me in the campgrounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because
put
we have
him
a
on our
tent. I have a
teams.
tent there.
I scoop up Healbot and his belongings and bring him along.
Cool.
Roll for disgust. I don't know. I'm sorry. I keep doing
Yeah,
that.
you're starting to push it there just a little bit. I know it's funny, and I love it. It's really great, but
I can roll for
You're almost
strength, but
over
I
the
don't
edge.
think I can fail.
What are we talking about?
sorry.
Scooping up Healbot and carrying him to the tent.
Because that's gotta be a gruesome job. Sorry, Bob. I
You're
didn't mean
good.
to.
You're good.
I told you that would happen.
I didn't think it was gonna happen that badly, that's all.
Remember, that's a guy who's not fighting in the turning, in the Grand Melee.
Right.
Thank God.
Yeah, for real.
No, I'm saying they're
People
going to be
are
as
gonna
good
be
of that as that, or maybe better.
At least he'll have his bow.
No, just have my axes.
Oh.
So,
but I'll have our guys, so it'll
you
be
go
better.
and find the Tall Heart tent.
I would like to test knowledge to see if I know any of them personally.
Okay.
By the way, this is
that's
not
cunning,
the first
that's
time
memory.
I've gotten kicked out of
Cunning? That's even better. I get another die.
being a party for a while.
Alright. 20.
No. You don't know any of them.
Okay.
They're too far away from you. You've never interacted with them before. But right when you walk up, you see Sir Helman Tallheart, who is the current head of house. And he immediately recognized House Mechanist, and he spreads his arms wide. And he's kind of a beefy man. He's an honorable man.
Dope.
The House Tallheart is three sentinel trees on a brown field, and their words is proud and free. And so he opens his arms wide, and he's like, Mechanists!
I like this guy already.
I greet him with a slight bow and say, "Good day, my lord."
He nods to you, he bows in reply to you, and he says, "What brings you to my humble tourney tent?"
To be honest, my lord, my companion Ace and I are looking for more teammates for the melee.
He nods and says, "Well, we do have our own team that is currently full. However, I do have a couple relations of mine who were looking for a possibility to join up with another team. One is my brother Leobald, and the other is Brandon, Leobald's son. I think they would be more than willing to join, especially another Northern House's melee team, if you will take them."
Excellent, my lord. Where might we find them?
He looks over his shoulder, he kind of whistles, and Leobald walks up. Leobald seems to be middle-aged like most of you guys, and he's balding, but he is the Castellan, so he is quite adept with arms, and he knows his way around.
Can we roll something to get his stats?
Roll awareness.
And I have a bot with me still to also roll that.
Do you actually just use a keypad to play Dota?
He uses just a keypad
Trackpad
to play everything.
and keys.
Oh god. That hurts my soul
15.
every time.
18.
18? Okay. So you know, that Leobald himself has, Fighting 5 Longblades 2B.
Cool.
That's exactly what I have.
Yep, he's quite an excellent fighter. And then his son has Fighting 4 Longblades 1.
Not bad.
Which is our Dwarvish companion.
Who is like the Dornish companion, yeah.
I like this pair.
Alright,
That's good.
that's good.
It's a pleasure to meet you both. I hear you might be interested in fighting in the melee.
And they said, yes, the Tall Heart team filled up too quickly before we were able to join, so we'd be more than happy to join another Northern House's team.
My companion Ace and I are looking for two more. We met a Dornish man at the What's Its Face Inn earlier today, and we've decided to align ourselves.
He said, Leobald nods, and he says, yes, I'd be, use us two to round the team out. Sounds like a good pairing.
I'm very happy to hear that, sir.
Nice. So we got
3
6 guys and a half a guy.
So he nods to you and says, quite excellent. I look forward to watching any mechanists participating in the tourney, or in the joust, and I will look for you at the Grand Melee.
We should do the melee first and then do the archery contest.
No, archery contest first and then melee.
So that nobody sees me.
The melee is right after the jousting finals. If Troops makes it that far, as kind of like the last hurrah before the final feast that night.
Okay, let's go register for the tournament.
Okay. So you walk up and it's not gonna. I'm not gonna make you guys do any specific rules, but so you're registering 8th for archery. You're registering Barabana for equestrian challenge, and you're registering. What's the false name that you want to use for the Mechanist who will be jousting?
Do your name backwards.
I was just gonna do Baron.
Baron. Okay.
Arabana.
Okay, so that person's registered. And then so the Mechanist team is registered for the Grand Melee. And the guy wants to know if you have a specific name that you want
I'm
to
sorry.
say.
I needed food in my tummy. I feel much better now. I feel much better. Okay, we're good now.
The guy asks you if you want a specific name for your Grand Melee team name, or if you just want to go under as Mechanist team.
8th and Ulfric, the Invincibles.
This is a hard decision.
Yeah.
You know how long it takes me to come up with names?
It seems like most other houses have not been giving themselves a specific team name, especially if most of them or all of them are from the same house. The only ones of note is there's one that's just called Vale. That's a collection of Valish
Scorpion.
knights.
We call ourselves Scorpion.
No, we do not.
One team is called Flaming Scorpion, and you can only assume that that's the team that Thorstenmere and Genedry Flamen are on.
Yeah, that's not going to be a fun team to fight. See, we're from three different houses now.
You might could name yourself something after being honorable or just. It seems like maybe that's the only thing all of you can agree on.
Yeah. Like,
You could call yourself Swift Justice.
The Lord Sassy Fan Club.
what's the house of the new companions?
Tall Hearts. But the Tall Hearts do have their own team, so they do have a Tall Heart team.
So could we name ourselves like
What?
our guys? What'd you say?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We lost you
Okay.
for a second.
Can you tell me a little bit about their house?
They're a fairly large house in the north. They're large enough to participate in the tourney, to have it worthwhile, to have the money to send. They own Torrens Square. If I remember correctly, it's a northeasterly, fairly large town.
And what was the first group
No,
we
actually,
called?
it's near to the Iron Islands. Actually, never mind.
What was the first group we got?
They're Dornish.
They're Dornish.
Yeah, and then the
Could
other
we
one
call
is
ourselves
Brian Telson's.
The Tall
Who?
Mechanists. The Dornish Tall Mechanists. It's a long name, but it's doable.
Seems a bit eccentric.
I think we should do it. Our
If
guys,
you-
what do you think?
What about the Sentinels?
That would be good. We should call ourselves the Sentinels.
That's good.
There you go.
That's a bitchin' name.
Do it.
What are the names of our other companions? So I can write it down.
Brian Telson. And he doesn't have a specific name.
That's the Dornish guy.
Yeah, Brian Telson is the Dornish guy.
Plus
and then,
companions.
and his two companions don't have specific names.
And what are the names of our house? What's face companions?
Yep, and then the Tall Hearts.
Leopold
It's
and Brandon Tallheart.
Leopold and Brandon Tallheart.
Tallheart. Under the name Sentinels. Okay. And I have 2 pages of notes on everything significant so far.
Nice. I think Troops is getting there too. Okay, so that about wraps up the day. What do you want to do now in the evening?
Go back and tell Brian Telson that we've joined up with 2 of the Tall Hearts.
Okay, quite excellent.
So I expect him at the melee.
I think maybe Bob and I should stay with Eighth, since he is unconscious and...
You guys can leave me. I'll just wake up and be drooling in my own blood and be like, oh, I'm awake now.
So...
I don't really want to see people anymore. I think I'm going to stay near camp and tend to my new mare.
Okay.
That's right, you got a new pony.
Yeah.
What are you gonna name it?
It's just a broodmare.
All horses have names.
Okay. I'm not naming the horse right now.
Okay, well, I'm naming my horse when I get a chance.
Perhaps we should find a way to send a raven back to Sir Sasquatch about what we've discovered concerning House Dyniel.
Okay.
Hey, yo, time out. We didn't take a day to deal with our prisoners. Are we gonna do with that?
We should do that in the morning. Go talk to Robert in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm unconscious, so whatever you guys do today is I'm not part of.
Most of tomorrow will be turning preparations until the welcoming feast.
Right.
So I would doubt that he's available tomorrow. But you can certainly try.
I mean, he would be at the feast too.
Yeah, he's certainly gonna be at the feast. So okay, so who's going where? You 2 are going to go look after Eighth, and Argaius is going to go try to meet Brian Telson.
You should probably go too.
Just in case.
Okay, I'll go too.
He needs to talk to someone.
Okay, so you guys enter the Jade Springs, which is where
Delightful.
which is definitely a brothel. But it's a fairly clean brothel. So yeah, you enter the Jade Spring, and you see the Lugus spawns in the corner, and they seem to be. Nathan seems to be in a fairly drunken state, accosting nearby women at all opportunities.
Awesome.
Sounds
like the kind of guy I am.
So Nathan and Norton are there. There's also a more noble lady with them. But you can see from the family resemblance that is quite likely Marita, the Lugus sister. And then also with them is a Bravosi. A Bravosi man. And he seems to be nearby and chatting them up.
Good thing I'm not there.
The rest of the tavern is a collection of different people doing all sorts of different things. Mostly in this open common room. There are lots of women just roaming around trying to chat up possible customers and trying to get them to take them somewhere else. So there's no inherently sexual encounters happening right in front of you. Of that, you have to pay for a room for the needed 5 minutes.
Is that how long it takes you?
No. That's how long it's going to take you. You didn't even last 5 minutes with Nate and Lucas.
Oh.
That's pretty funny.
Moving on.
So, we're not here to find the Lucases, though. We're here to find the other folks.
I was just getting to that. So, you see a collection of other people, but then off in the corner, you see Brian Tellison and a woman who seems to be who seems to be someone working there, like a girl who works there, and Genedry, all the scorpion guy, all sitting at the same table.
I think we should use stealth to not be seen by the Lucases.
Okay.
That's not gonna work.
It's gonna be a 6 unless you're specifically trying to. It's not gonna be hard to blend in. They're pretty distracted talking amongst themselves.
Okay, so
and Nathan's causing quite a ruckus.
will they have to roll for awareness to see if they see us?
There are women around them, I'm sure, and they're not paying
boners
attention.
and their
Nathan's not
drunkenness.
gonna pay attention. Orton might roll for awareness, but whatever the result of that is, you're not gonna.
Okay.
So.
Right.
I'm gonna roll stealth.
Okay, you roll stuff.
I know our guys can't really do very much because he's huge, but
Wow, you're dead.
well, thank
Too
goodness.
bad you don't have me around.
7.
Do you want me to roll stealth or do I just walk right past?
You should try and
You
do
can
stealth.
do
I
whatever
would
you
love to
choose.
see it.
You get by. You seem to get by fine.
Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. I don't care enough.
No one accosts you.
Right, but I was distancing myself from House Mechanist with
Yeah,
the Lucas.
Bob makes sense. Stealth.
So, the two of you approach. Are you guys approaching Telson's table?
Yes.
Okay. So then, what do you say?
You had previously talked with them, correct?
I talked with Brian Telson and his guards, not the other guy.
The other guy talked
What's
to
his face?
So I have to talk to
Big and ugly, talk to me.
The other guy that's staying with them is the patchwork sellsword.
with
the-
the scorpion.
Right, but he's not joining us, so it doesn't really matter.
No, but they're all three at the same table, so anything
Okay.
that you're going to say to Telson is going to be said in front of Genedry.
I think you should say to our guys and say no you.
What?
You should tell them about the team since you've already talked to him.
Yeah, first I suggest to Bob that you remain nearby to eavesdrop
Okay?
and gather what information you can.
Okay.
I approach the table and stand a small distance off to catch Brian's attention when he's ready to receive a guest.
Yeah, so... Yeah, he sees you. He sees you and he just waves you over. And he says, Ulrich, my friend, what do you have to tell me?
Good news, my friends. I've spoken to the nobles of House Tallheart, and we found ourselves two companions.
You should knowledge check to see what the houses think of each other, Bob.
What?
You should knowledge check to see what
No.
Tallheart and
I probably have no opinion since they're...
No, they're so far
Dornish
apart,
and
they're not
North.
going to care. So Brian seems pleased, but before he responds, next to him, Genedry scoffs. And he says, Tall Hearts, your team will be an easy beat, that is for sure.
We will see, my friends. I
Gendy
look
is the first
forward.
one you talk to with Ruby Hilda's sword. Sorry, I guess I interrupted you.
We will see, my friends. I look forward to a trial and combat.
And he just sort of sizes you up and laughs, and he says, "We'll see about that." And then he winks at the lady that's there, and he's like, "Personally, I think the reach of my sword will outmatch yours."
You have a tiny
Does he
penis,
see
sir.
the great sword? Is he blind?
He got an 18,
He's
I believe
talking
him.
about your penis, honey.
He's using metaphor. I don't think he's really talking.
I mean,
Also, he got an 18.
we are
So.
in a horror house. I get the innuendo, but he's sizing up someone who is the largest person in the city.
It appears that he may not. He's probably just trying to impress the girl that's with him.
I don't know. Dornish men are pretty sexually renowned
Yeah.
at the same time.
Hey, Oberyn Martell is one of my favorite characters.
Oberyn Martell's pretty great.
Whoa.
So you can roll awareness on both Brian and the girl to see how they take that particular stab.
I'm very curious about that. Let's see that.
The innuendo?
See what their reaction to the innuendo is.
I don't want to know what the reaction to the innuendo was.
I don't want to know, though.
I got a 15.
Oh my, okay. So,
Graphic detail, please.
you see that Brian is obviously not impressed, and it takes him off a little bit, just because it's rude. It's rude to talk about that.
Unnecessary.
It's unnecessary. And the woman especially seems quite unimpressed. And now that you're looking at the woman closer,
She's not a woman at all.
No, she seems different than different than the other whores there. She has an aura of class and decency that the other ones don't have. That's not commonly found in small folk.
Everyone's small folk to him.
Your mom.
Alright.
What?
I'm not sure if I should go for, continuing this sword fight, or if I should just walk away.
Sword fight,
Oh no.
is completely up to you.
It doesn't really fit my character. I'll just say to Brian, well, I look forward to seeing you at the tournament. Until then, I need to collect my wares and enjoy the feasts.
Where are you laughing?
I thought you were going to say something else, some other innuendo.
I expected it to, and
Until
then he
then.
didn't, and I was very disappointed.
Till then, I need to go polish my great sword.
Yeah. Something along those lines.
Brian says, I will see you there, my friend. But Genadri shouts after you, yes, you might want to make sure to sharpen that stick of yours. It'd be shame for you to fight with a blunt blade.
Is that an innuendo?
Yeah, I think he's insinuating that you wouldn't be able to get it up.
Ah.
I look over my shoulder and remark, don't worry, my friend, it is a great sword indeed.
Oh, man.
Roll for persuasion.
It's huge.
It's huge.
I guarantee there's no problem. I guarantee it.
18. Okay. He's a little taken aback.
Oh, alright.
I love how he's simultaneously insulted and continuing in this contest.
Alright. Are you leaving the brothel with him or staying there?
I'm leaving the brothel with him.
Okay, do you want to, before you go, roll any awareness on the Lucas's conversation if you want to?
I don't want to get discovered.
You should go mess
You
him
can
up.
roll awareness without being discovered. I'm just trying to listen.
I believe in your fighting ability.
Yeah, you believed in yourself too.
It's true, and I
Okay,
still do.
well,
I believe that he got lucky.
you notice that Dane seems to be mostly by himself. Honestly, he seems to be trying to talk to the rest of his companions, but no one else is really listening. You seem to notice that Orton and the Brovosi seem to be talking about something. Their hand gestures being something like a negotiation. And Orton's bag of gold is on the table. His money bag is on the table. And then also you see some sort of tense interaction between the Bravosi and Marita. They're specifically not making eye contact, but not in a like in an awkward way. Like they're choosing to awkwardly, specifically not interact with one another, even though they're sitting quite close together.
Which one's Matt?
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Now,
But you weren't able to hear any specifics in the conversations.
okay, I'm ready to go now.
Okay.
Right.
So you leave.
While we're out together, we should look for a raven, since you would be the most suited to write to Sir Sassy.
Yes, you might have to wait until morning for that, because you should really go to the keep.
I'd like to spend a destiny point to get rid of all injuries and make myself healed.
What?
I don't think you can spend a destiny point.
I know, I was a joke.
B, just wait until Frapples can hear you, you derp.
I was just thinking about what good is destiny points if you can't fully hear yourself when you need it?
You still have one?
I have 4.
How do you have 4?
Because I haven't used any.
Didn't you get...
I didn't get 4.
Didn't you invest in qualities? He does have more because he's younger than you.
Correct.
But also, I think that you'll have more like 2.
No, I had more, and then you gave me 2 more because remember that whole mess up with the setting up characters?
I don't think I gave you 2 more destiny points, though.
No, but you gave me, I don't know, I have 4 though. Do you want me to take it down to 2? Because I can take it down to 2. Okay, that's stupid, but whatever.
4. I don't know why you have 4, and you're never going to use that many. Well, I mean, I guess you could, but...
I could easily use that many. What the hell?
What?
Okay, we're going back to the camp.
Okay, we're going to the
Because there's
camp.
no ravens tonight.
Yep, no ravens tonight. You can do that in the morning, though. Because you're going to have to go to the keep and request to use one of Maester Pycel's ravens.
Yo,
He should let you.
What's
There
you?
won't be an issue.
Mr. Pycelle.
What's wrong with Master Pycelle?
He's gross.
He is pretty gross. What do you think's wrong with him?
He's deceptive, and he pays prostitutes to do really gross things to him.
He's a maester. That's
So he's
Careful.
obliged to have a fetish?
Say that word again for one of our guest benefits.
in this game, yes. In this world, yes.
Whoa. True confessions. We're going back to camp, or do we have anything happen on the way, or can we just go straight back?
You can go straight back. Nothing specific happens on the way until you get there.
Okay.
What happens
We
when
are
we
at
get
back.
there?
Yeah, so when you get there, there seems to be a package wrapped and left on Dyniel's, like right in front of Dyniel's tent.
Ooh.
So,
Am I
still with him?
I would like to...
So it's wrapped. It's long, but it's fairly short. And it's wrapped in like brown paper. And it's tied with string. And so yeah.
Can I test cunning for signs of a bomb or poison?
No bomb, but you can for the outside of it, like to see if like it's going to release an aerosol poison. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Cunning for
Yep.
that?
Well, awareness. Roll awareness for that. I'm sorry.
Okay, roll awareness instead.
It's okay, he rolled really bad that first time.
Can I roll awareness also since I'm with him?
Go for it.
Can I just wake up and roll awareness?
No,
16 by me.
Did you say no, you're dead?
Can I
15.
roll awareness to inform them of who left it
Sure.
while I was in camp?
Ooh,
Sure.
good idea.
9, 14.
You don't remember. You didn't see anyone.
I have really
I got
good
a really
awareness.
good
I should have
number.
caught that.
You didn't notice. You're attending with horses.
I got an 18.
There doesn't seem
Are
to
you
be
sure I
anything.
can't just wake up?
There's nothing suspicious.
Okay.
On the outside of the package, and nothing suspicious is gonna happen if you open it.
I'd like to open it.
Okay, so inside, you find a finely made dagger, with a dragon bone hilt. It is wrapped in cloth, and there's a folded bit of parchment, tucked inside with the dagger, and it says, what does it specifically say?
You have to remember to use it.
It's some things like, here is the gift that you requested. I hope you're able to use it to its utmost purpose. Something along those lines.
Whoa, you requested a dagger? Who the hell are you gonna kill?
That's a good question, isn't it?
So now, you can...
Are you gonna kill one of us?
That's a
You
good
can
question,
roll
isn't it?
another awareness specifically on the dagger, just see if, anything specific about it.
16.
Alright, well, you are messing with it and looking at it, and you realize that the hilt of the dragonbone hilt is hollow, and you're able to unscrew it from the pommel, and inside you find a small glass vial that appears to contain droplets of a clear, odorless liquid, and it's barely enough to pool in the bottom of the small vial.
Can I use knowledge to see if I know what it is?
Yes, you can.
Would education help with this?
Education would help with that, yeah.
Almost exactly what you're educated for.
Pretty much.
What the hell is this?
Okay, you're not able to figure out what it is by sight, but you do have an inclination that if you take it to either the Alchemist Guild and request the use of their laboratory equipment, or perhaps Maester Pycelle, and use
You could probably
like some of the
assume it's a
Citadel's equipment, you would eventually be able to figure out, you'd be able to test it and figure out what it was.
Can I check the handwriting on the note?
You can.
Okay.
So that'd be awareness.
Okay.
You get to reroll ones?
I do.
Holy damn, you're OP.
17.
You don't recognize the handwriting. It's not someone you've ever seen before.
You even rerolled
Can I
that one
check
into
the
a
workmanship
5.
of the dagger? See if I've ever seen the workmanship.
Sure.
Also awareness.
Also awareness?
Are you just gonna say no no matter what?
Probably. I mean, I'm just gonna talk about it a little bit more.
16. No.
You obviously know that is a princely gift, but because Dragonbone is quite expensive, but it's not like you don't recognize the craftsmanship of it at all. It also seems to be it seems old, like it's not freshly made. It's not new in any way. It seems to have existed for quite a long time. The handle is fairly worn, like it's been carried before, it's been used before.
I'd like to take the vial out of the dagger and keep the dagger on my person and leave the vial in my tent.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Can I use it for attack, or is this not going to be good enough to use?
You can use the dagger for attack as common, though.
Okay.
Even though
it's not as good as my sword.
Yeah, it's ornate, but it's not the actual stabby parts of the dagger. It's not that.
Yeah, if you just got a servant, you can test to see what it does.
What's a servant?
Like, he's inviting you to apply whatever's in the vial to a servant.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Yeah.
How you want to get better at this? I have some new medicine to try.
I mean, if it works.
I'm sure it will work on something.
It came inside of a dagger. Do you really think it's medicine?
There's a point. Possibility is with our guys' massive bonus. Seriously. With our guys' massive trait, poisons do have to have double potency to affect him.
Yeah, but I still wouldn't know what it was if I only used half of it on him.
If you were able to see the effects of what it did, you'd probably be able to figure it out, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it would be a good idea to poison him
Yeah, I'm not going to
directly
poison him.
before the tourney.
That also probably wouldn't be a great idea, but it's a possibility.
I'm personally ready to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, side note, I also have resilience, and as long as I don't die, let's just say I cannot fail to recover from injury. So,
Would it count as combat if I used it on him?
but I don't really want to
recover
poison
from
at this moment.
after combat. If I used it on him, would it count as combat, and would he recover any injury after we ended, or is it, since it's a friendly use, not?
If it depends on what the liquid is. If it does have a poison, it's going to go off of the effects of the poison, which can vary from him recovering it from it tonight or in several days.
I'm not going to use it.
What it does.
I'm ready to sleep.
Okay.
Okay,
Everybody else sleeping?
sure.
I'm knocked out.
Yeah.
And you're knocked out. You're dead.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Pretty much dead for most intents and purposes. Okay. So that's that.
Okay.
Finn, end of day.